Paris. In many respects, the subject of France's biggest abuse scandal fits the profile of several of the men named in assault allegations on the other side of the Atlantic. He's a prominent figure and operates in the progressive worlds of academia and journalism. But in one significant way, the Ramadan affair is different. Tariq Ramadan, accused of raping 2 women here, is among the most controversial Muslim personalities in a France still struggling to define the role of religion, and especially Islam, in public life. As an added twist, Ramadan's accusers in France are also Muslims. The case has moved beyond the claims against Ramadan into a bubble of its own, fixated instead on Ramadan's defenses of Islam that some see as important contributions to evolving Western multiculturalism and others dismiss as incompatible with French ideals of secularism and assimilation. The Ramadan allegations, which he has denied as a campaign of slander, have stoked responses from nearly every corner of France's political and intellectual ecosystem. To many of his detractors, there is delicious irony in someone who has backed the virtues of Islamic law now defending himself in the Western legal system. Feminists say the focus on Ramadan's opinions takes away from the wider debate over abuse and gender politics. Some leftist intellectuals claim the case has exposed France's deep-seated Islamophobia. It's not about the victims, nor even about Ramadan as a sexual predator anymore, but about 2 clashing views on secularism and the place of Islam in the political debate, said Cécile Aldo, a political analyst and professor at Stanford University. What was originally about women's rights, she said, has turned into a debate about political Islam. The allegations against Ramadan surfaced in late October during the height of France's number balance ton pork, squeal on your pig, social media campaign, a version of number Me Too. Henda Al-Yari, once an ultra-conservative Salafist now a feminist, accused Ramadan of raping her in a Paris hotel in 2012. He literally pounced on me like a wild animal, Al-Yari said on French television. For a few seconds Ramadan choked me. I really thought I was going to die. She could not be reached for further comment. Days later, a second and similar allegation surfaced, this time from a 45-year-old convert to Islam, who alleged that Ramadan raped her in a hotel room in Lyon in 2009. Following the second allegation, the Paris prosecutor opened an investigation into the 2 cases. The University of Oxford eventually placed Ramadan on leave. Al-Yari has reported receiving death threats on social media, and has been placed under police protection, according to her lawyer. Ramadan, the grandson of Hassan al-Banna, founder of Egypt's Muslim Brotherhood, has vigorously defended Muslim communal life in ways that have alienated French intellectuals on the political left and right. In the country that has borne the brunt of Europe's struggle with terrorist violence in recent years, Ramadan is sometimes seen as attempting to explain and even condone the actions of the attackers, many of whom have been young men from Muslim backgrounds. As he wrote in 2012, the young people who join extremist groups are clearly suffering from massive deficiencies in religious knowledge, and are often politically gullible, when they are not attempting to salve pangs of conscience by cutting themselves off from a life of delinquency.